What up, Dokkanners? Dokkan continues to grab the dubs yet again. We need to talk about this because this has sort of been making the rounds recently on Twitter, and it just speaks to how ridiculously profitable Dokkan has been. Now, obviously, we don't see that profit, but still, just, you know, being a content creator for Dokkan and being a fan of Dokkan, it's nice to see that the game is thriving, and that also reassures a lot of people that Dokkan is not going to be going away anytime soon, because there's absolutely no reason why it should, given the fact that it's able to do things like this. So in a recent Famitsu article, this was taken out of that article, Dokkan Battle has surpassed $3.5 billion in global revenue, and together with Dragon Ball Legends will account for 45% of the total revenue in the first half of 2022 at Bandai Namco Entertainment. That is a staggering number. 45% is essentially half. So basically half of the revenue from the company in the first half of the year is attributed to 2 mobile gacha games. That is insane for a company that has so many other games, consoles, you know, console related games, so much other content. 2 minuscule, I mean, I shouldn't say minuscule, but like 2 little itty bitty gacha games are doing this much. That is insane. Dokkan ain't going nowheres, folks. Let's take a look at some more charts here. Shout out to Proton for adding this to the tweet. Zied, I believe, tweeted this out, and then Proton added this to contextualize the insane success of Dragon Ball over other IPs. So on the Bandai Namco Entertainment last month's performance on the Apple Store and on the Android Store, so we're gonna look at both. On the Apple Store, there were a total of 283 apps, 2 million downloads last month, and then revenue being about $70 million. Now looking at this, we see that about a third of that, 27 million, so about a third of this, no, actually that's not true, almost half, that's what I mean. Almost half of this is Dokkan. 14 million for JP, 13 million for Global. Look at all the downloads last month. I mean, this is obviously because Global's going through the 7-year anniversary, so there's a massive spike here. But then look at Legends as well, 7 million, 7 million. I actually didn't know that there were 2 different versions of Legends. I'm not a big Legends player, so I didn't know this. I thought they were both the same game. But anyway, dude, Legends saw 300,000? Really? Okay. I mean, look at that. Just look at this. The top 4 performers are all Dragon Ball. So these guys are completely outperforming everybody else here. One Piece, though, is definitely making its mark. That is for sure. So shout out to all the One Piece fans. But I mean, this just speaks to how staggering of a difference it is between the Dragon Ball IP and the other ones. Here on the Android side of things, only 59 apps, 6 million downloads, $45 million in revenue last year or last month. I can't talk. Okay, now this is crazy. Looking at the downloads, Global's downloads for the last month was 1 million. We got 1 million. Okay. You know, it makes me wonder what exactly this is, because we're currently dealing with the like the 300 million download, 400 million download, you know, like all the worldwide download celebrations. Like, it just makes you wonder how much is exactly going on with these downloads. 1 million in 1 month makes you wonder how the other months have done. That's crazy. Obviously, this is again for the 7-year anniversary. 20K for JP, $13 million in revenue on the Android Store, 9 million for JP. And then we've got Legends at 6 million. Actually, surprisingly, I think, actually, no, this is not surprising. This is that little, what is that hoo hoo ha ha horse game, whatever it's called. That one has 3 million, so that one cracked in the top 4, pushing the JP one down. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I forget what that game was called. It's been so long since I've had to think about it. But anyway, this just speaks to how crazy Dokkan's revenue has been over the last few years. This was an article released last year. $3 billion spent by players since its launch in 2015. This was in August of 2021. This essentially just speaks to, again, the success of the game. Now look at this compared to the other games. This was the top grossing mobile puzzle RPGs worldwide in the first half of 2021. Notice how Dokkan is among all of these different giants with the most generic names. I've never heard of these games. I might have seen stupid commercials for them, but I've never heard of these games. Monster Strike, Puzzles and Dragons, Emperors and Empires and Puzzles, all these stupid generic games. Look at their release dates. Dokkan released 2015, Monster Strike released 2013, Puzzles and Dragons 2012. So these games have been around for a while, longer than Dokkan, and with these generic names and with the IP of Dragon Ball carrying them into the 3rd spot last year's first half of 2021, this just speaks to how much of a growing phenomenon Dragon Ball is, and it's not going to be slowing down. The anime is set to come back. We've got more movies slated for future release. there's going to be so much more Dragon Ball happening that there is no reason why Dokkan would slow down, because obviously Dokkan is a reflection of the Dragon Ball lore, right? The Dragon Ball fandom. So with more content, more arcs, don't worry, there's not going to be any spoilers here. New movies, new arcs, everything coming up, that obviously means that there's just going to be an infinite pool of content for Dokkan to pull from, even more. So this is just going to continue. The only question I feel like technically would be like in terms of the actual app performance, because it's based on like a very old engine, how exactly they're going to have to overhaul all of that to kind of keep up with modern times. But even still, even though the fact that it is built off of a very old, I think it's called like JavaScript or something. I'm not a nerd. I don't know all this stuff. Hydros is better at explaining it, but like there's like an old, this is like built on an old JavaScript or something. They would have to like overhaul the game, maybe make like Dokkan 2 or something. I don't know. Whatever they do, even if they just keep it the same, look at how well it's performing. It's not going to change. Here's some really cool numbers here. Japan ranks as #1 revenue generating market for Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle to date. Again, keep in mind this is last year, with the title generating 1.8 billion in the country, or 60% of the total player spending. United States was #2, France was #3. So while France brings in top grossing, that just means like they're quick to jump on the new banner units right away. But Dokkan overall is a lot more demanded in the US, which is why US is #2. The App Store accounts for the majority of the lifetime player spending, picking up 52% of all revenue. Google Play, meanwhile, accounts for 48%. The title has accumulated 67.4 million downloads worldwide to date. Okay, this is not accurate. Japan ranks #1 currently, or #1 for installs, picking up 11.5 million, or approximately 17% on the total. So don't look at the numbers too much, mainly look at the percentages. This kind of just speaks to how Dokkan is a global phenomenon, not just in Japan. So this is only good thing. This is only a good thing for Dokkan, because it means that while the game is continually making money, while there's going to be more stuff dropping in the future in terms of like new content, obviously one of the main complaints people might have these days is like, we're getting our 18th Super Saiyan Goku. I mean, that's just how it is, right? That's just how gacha games work. But with new stuff coming in the future, that means that there's going to be so much more land for them to cover, uncharted waters for them to start to move into, which means Dokkan is just going to continue to thrive and continue growing. So yeah, this is a big win. This is a big win. Obviously, we don't see a set of this. They do. But in terms of actual Dokkan content, this is a win. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention just to show you guys that Dokkan is a goated game. It is my second favorite, and honestly, it is like right at the point of becoming my favorite game of all time for Dragon Ball. It's always been Budokai 3 / Infinite World. I've always kind of held on to that nostalgia / gameplay, but man, how much I play Dokkan, I would be foolish to deny that Dokkan is not already my favorite Dragon Ball game. So yeah, Dokkan ain't going nowheres, which means I ain't going nowheres, and the videos ain't going nowheres. Okay, that's it. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a... Did I just say bye? Bye. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about Dokkan overall in terms of its performance? How have you enjoyed the game over the years? Has your experience changed over multiple years? Has it been the same? Have you seen a general uptick in quality? What are your ambitions for the future of this game? Is there anything that you'd like to discuss regarding Dokkan's future? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content of the future, and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know when to see more. Thanks again. Stay tuned and to Dokkan responsibly. Bye.